I believe submarines underneath deep blue sea.
Hey everyone, me and Jeff are here to do our June wrap-up and July TBR, and we are very late with this because somebody kept putting it off.
I wasn't even supposed to be in these anymore.
Yeah, you said one every 2 weeks.
Shenanigans.
Anyways, as per everyone's request, Jeff is joining me, even though he's going to be complaining probably the whole time.
It's too hot to do videos.
It is so hot here. I don't know if it's hot everywhere in the world right now, but we are literally melting. So let's just get right on into it, and then that way it'll be done sooner than later.
That makes sense.
Logic. Okay, so the first book that I read and finished in the month of June was Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. I can't remember if I already mentioned this in the last video, so I'm not really going to say too much about it. I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I think that this was one of Nicholas Sparks' better books that I've read. There's my first one. Ready, set, Jeff, go.
My first one is White by Ted Dekker. I can't remember what I gave it, 3 maybe?
Yeah, no, you really enjoyed that one.
Okay.
That was one that you're like, oh, it's so good. Remember?
Okay, maybe I gave it a 4 then.
Yeah.
Third book in the Stripper series. Or the last.
Or the last.
Depending on how you read them.
And the second book that I read in June was The Second Summer of the Sisterhood, which is the second book in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I really like this book, except for there were parts where certain characters, and by certain characters I mean Carmen, she was driving me so crazy.
What's her name?
Carmen.
Carmen? No, but which one?
Carmen. She was driving me crazy. She was so annoying. I just want to skip her parts. I can't really relate to her at all, so I guess that's why. But I really enjoyed Bridget's story. Actually, I found a lot of them were kind of whiny in this book, but I was enjoying Bridget's story, and I'm looking forward to starting the next one this month.
My next book that I read, Green by Ted Dekker. 3 out of 5, I think is what I gave it. It was okay. It was kind of weird because I've said it before, but you can read this one before or after the other 3. So, I know, it feels like the whole story didn't get wrapped up. It's just, I don't know.
It ended the way the other one began.
Yeah, it ended how Black began. It's so weird. I don't know. It was an alright series. I mean, something different, but I would never read it again. It wasn't really
not great.
Nah.
The next book that I read in the month of June was The Maze Runner by James Dashner, and I love this book. I could not put it down. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I think this is a book that Jeff would really enjoy reading, but
Maze Runner.
The Maze Runner. So maybe someday you'll read this.
Nope.
Because it's a really good book.
Never gonna.
Basically, it's just about a bunch of young boys who get stuck in this maze.
Do they run?
Yeah, it's a dystopian book, and I would definitely recommend this. I think guys and girls can read this book, so...
Unisex.
It's a unisex book.
Yep.
For everyone.
Those are the only 2 books I read in June. I was in a major slump.
Yeah, Jeff hardly read it all, and I think
it was because of the series.
I agree, yeah.
I had to get through it, and it was too tough, and I just didn't want to read.
I've got lots more.
Cool.
The next one that I read was The Lonely Hearts Club by Elizabeth Eulberg, and this is the one that I pulled out of my book jar. And as you may remember, I was kind of like, I don't really want to read it, but I actually really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was just a really cute, girly book that was bashing guys, but ended up being kind of a little bit of a love story in there, so I really enjoyed it. Very much so girl power. If you are looking for a good, quick, contemporary read for the summer, I recommend this. The next book that I finished reading in June was The Program by Suzanne Young, and I absolutely love this book. Holy crap-oly. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's about an epidemic of suicide among teenagers, and to prevent the teenagers from committing suicide, they get flagged and they get sent to this program where all of their negative memories and all of that kind of stuff is actually erased, and they start all over again. But a young girl named Sloane and her boyfriend James, and how they're trying to avoid the program. But do they avoid it? Who knows? Read the book and then you'll find out. But it's amazing, and I definitely recommend it. And then the last book that I finished reading in June was The Animal Farm by George Orwell. And I don't know if it's because I don't know anything about politics, or that I don't care about politics, or that I don't know anything about the Russian Revolution.
You didn't even know it was about the Russian Revolution.
I didn't. Jeff had to tell me. When reading this book, I had to literally force myself to finish it because
it's amazing.
I hated it. I gave it a 2.
Erroneous.
I gave it a 2. Or maybe I gave it a 3.
Erroneous.
I understand like the symbolism and everything is really important, but I just wasn't into this book at all. I don't like it. As a classic, not my fave.
Erroneous.
It's 95 pages and it took me like 2 weeks to finish it.
Erroneous.
I could only read a few pages at a time. Yeah.
Or George Orwell. No respect.
Sorry.
Do you like 1984?
I haven't read it yet. So next we're going to talk about we've already finished a couple of books in July, so maybe we can quickly go over those books and then we'll do our TBR. And then at the end I'm also going to do 30-day reads challenge, quick update. So Jeff, what is the book that you've already finished so far in July?
Jamie finally got me to start doing these books after asking me 100 times, but I finished this yesterday.
The Lightning Thief.
Lightning Thief. Rick Riordan. I don't know how to pronounce it. Riordan.
I think it's Riordan.
Anyway, I started it and finished it yesterday. I ripped through it. It's amazing.
Loved it.
It reminds me a lot of Harry Potter, and I loved Harry Potter. Ripped it through.
And I also started reading that yesterday, but I didn't finish it yet. I'm only halfway through because I like to take my time when I read, and I'm a slow reader. So the books that I finished so far in July, I finished Divergent, and holy God, this is one of my new favorite books. It was amazing, 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely loved it. So mad that I waited this long to read it. It was so good. Remember when I was reading it, I was like...
Did you say member?
Member? It was so good.
Member?
I loved it. And then the next book that I've already finished in July was Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, which means now we get to watch the movie. Yeah. Yay! And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it.
I didn't say what I gave that one.
Oh, what'd you give it?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It wasn't as amazing as I thought it would be because it's been super hyped up, but I definitely really enjoyed it. It was different and it was good.
Hey, who's that?
Jennifer Lawrence. We both have a crush on her. Now, I got sent this book for review, The Wild Girl by Kate Forsyth, and I started reading it in June, and I'm still only not even 50 pages in.
Yeah, but you have like 14 books on the go right now.
It is really boring so far, and it's like a historic fiction about like the Grimm brothers and how they wrote their stories, and I'm just not into it, but I need to finish it by the end of the month, so hopefully I can hammer through it, but I don't know. Thank you.
Hammer!
But I don't know. So far I'm not really enjoying this.
You have so many books on the go right now.
I know. And then the other one, as I said, is The Lightning Thief that I am about halfway finished, and I'm really, really, really enjoying this so far.
Amazing. It's amazing. So good.
Great adventures.
It only took, like, how quickly did
You cruise.
Like, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, and, like, he wasn't even reading all day, like, obviously.
Well, I'm obviously reading the second in the series, Sea of Monsters. I just started it a couple hours ago. I'm halfway through. So I'll probably finish this one today.
I have a feeling you're going to finish the whole series by the end of the week.
Yeah, they're so good. I think on my Goodreads review of the first one, I said something along the lines that I haven't been engulfed in a novel like I am right now since Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Goodreads, I linked Jeff's Goodreads down below next to mine, so if you guys want to friend Jeff on Goodreads, which some people already have been doing, it's getting super popular, go ahead and click on his and add him as a friend.
Yeah, but be cool. You can't, it's an elite group. Elite group on my Goodreads.
It's me and your sister and my brother.
Hey.
Okay.
Silence.
Another book that I've already started reading this month is Beautiful Redemption by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, which is the last installment in the Castor Chronicles. Love the first two. The third one was kind of like for me, so I have high hopes for this one though because I heard it is definitely one of the better of the series. So this is one that I've already started for July. What's the next book you're planning on reading?
Okay, well I'm doing the whole series. I'll rip through them pretty quickly. I think I've been averaging like a couple hundred pages an hour, so I'll do it each one at a time, I guess. Titan's Curse is book number 3. Book number 4, Battle of the Labyrinth, and the last book, The Last Olympian. That's my next read. I'm gonna do a jar thing too, I think, after.
So after I read Divergent, I immediately had to rush out and buy Insurgent, and Jeff convinced me to splurge and buy the collector's edition.
Yeah, sick cover.
Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? and it comes with like its own little
Splurge.
bookmark.
It was like an extra $5.
Still, and it has like
Oh, that's amazing.
these
Such a nice
pages,
book.
and the inside is, oh my god, it's just beautiful. So I agreed with Jeff, and I was like, you're right, I should buy the fancy one because I love it. I loved it so much, the first one. So I'll be reading this month. The next one that I will be reading after that will be Girls in Pants, the third summer of the Sisterhood, which is the third book in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashears. Then I will be reading The Scorched Trials by James Dashner to continue on in the Maze Runner series. And then I will be reading That Summer by Sarah Dessen, my first Sarah Dessen book. I know I was supposed to read The Truth About Forever, but I thought I'd start off with something a little bit like smaller because I have a lot of other big books to read. And I downloaded the Kindle app, and I need to show you the books that I've already read.
On my iPad.
On Jeff's iPad. I read The Queen's Army by Marissa Meyer, which is the novella for the Lunar Chronicles series. And I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was, I gave it a 5. I can't remember, but it follows Wolfe and like how he became part of the Queen's Army and stuff like that. So that was really interesting. And then I also read Free 4, which is by Veronica Roth, which is a novella for the Divergent series, which kind of takes like a couple of scenes from 4's perspective, which is very, very interesting. So I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. The only issue I had with it is that it was so short. It's only 13 pages long, and I wanted it to be longer. And also in the ebook, I am currently reading Pivot Point, and this one is by Cassie West. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's just something that I've kind of been reading in between my other books. And I think that's all that I have planned, but we're also going to choose books from our book jar. TBR, book jar.
Oh, we should say, Jamie was just fooling around the other day, and she's like, I bet you if I pulled a book out of your book jar, I'd get a really good one.
Yeah.
And she pulled out War and Peace.
I hope that you pull that one. If Jeff pulls out War and Peace, he won't read it. Also, Jeff he's gone past the point. He's not going to read Pride and Prejudice or the Ye Old Curiosity Shop.
Yeah.
It's just not...
After
you need to be in the mood for
those. The only reason why I didn't is because after I got through the Circle series, I wanted something that I was going to enjoy.
Yeah, like some adventure.
So we were just like, let's just do the Lightning Thief.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad because I went against the jar. I put them back in.
Yeah.
They're back in, but
hopefully you don't
whatever. Don't judge me.
If there's something that you really don't want to read, I don't think you should force yourself to read.
Oh God, War and Peace is floating around here somewhere.
So excited and nervous.
I am too. God damn it. Actually, that one's not too bad. I don't think.
Isn't that like one of the big ones?
No. I pulled Uncle Tom's Cabin.
What's with you in the classics?
I don't know. Every time I pull one, it's a classic. Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Who's it by?
Harriet Beecher Stowe. That's what I'm going to be reading. And I have to read this one because it's only fair.
Yeah. Oh, make sure that you stick to it. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. This better be a good book. Ah! Oh! Dreamland by Sarah Dessen. So it looks like I'll be reading 2 Sarah Dessen books this month. So Dreamland by Sarah Dessen will be the other one that I'll read this month. And this one is supposed to be like a bit of a darker novel by her, so that's pretty cool.
Oh god, it's so nerve-wracking.
Oh! Good! Good pull.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Golden Compass. Philip Pullman. So I pulled Golden Compass. I'm just going to show, I have the whole set. Obviously, since I pulled the first one, our agreement was if you pull the first one, you read the series. So that's what I'm going to read after Uncle Tom's Cabin. Pretty excited with that. I heard pretty good things.
I'll probably also read The Sea of Monsters. I forgot this one. Because I'd like to continue on with the series too. But I probably won't read the whole series as fast as Jeff. And maybe we'll do a series review. Okay, so that is our June wrap-up and our July TBR, but very quickly I'm going to go over my 30-day reading challenge, where I'm at right now. Not very good. So the goal is to reach 4,500 pages at the end of 30 days. I have 10 days left, and right now I am at 2,056 pages. So there is a very good chance that I'm not going to hit my 4,500 page mark. But that being said, I have been reading a lot more, so it has encouraged me to read a lot more than I usually do. Because I finished 6 books last month, and I've already read like 3 so far in July, so good for me. I'm happy with my progress. Yikes. Or is that your hand that are sweating?
I don't know.
I think
Probably
it's
mine.
Oh,
I'm so hot.
Ah!
Hey,
Hey.
Huss.
Save us from the heat. Do we look like we got any tans? I'm still like freaking glowing.
I'm always dark.
We're the same.
Have at it.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you have any suggestions for videos that you would like us to do together, leave those suggestions below and we'll get right on that. And we will see you guys again soon. Bye.
Later days.
Later days.
I'm so hot.
Clash Clans!
That's an exaggeration. And a bit dramatic there, bud. She's got the fan. Do we have a fan? No. She gets it. She gets both fans.
That's a coat of fur.
I don't care. I got a coat of fur. Look. That's a coat of fur.
That is fluffy. Yeah.
You're the one that's like, oh yeah, gotta give her an ice cube. Yup, she's so hot. Ugh.
I just forgot what it was about.
No. No.
She's distracting me. There,
Yeah,
okay,
that's your fault. You're 100% your fault.
So, yours,
About an
an epidemic. Oh my god. I don't know how to say this without
Wow,
saying
this
it.
is awful.
Yikes. So,
Crap on them all. You're cycling, I think.
no, you're not. Well, that'll keep you busy for a while.